Hello everyone, today we're playing Carrion. This is a Polish indie game developed by Phobia Game Studio and published by Devolver Digital. All I really know about this game is that you're a bit of a, well, whatever the heck this thing is. You're a monster and you eat people. And that sounds like a fun game to me. It's a little bit like a Pac-Man. A little bit like a snake. So let's do this. Let's go new game. I tried this out just a little bit just to see how the game feels, see if it works. You know, all the usual streamer stuff, so I know the first couple rooms, and that's about it. So you play as this weird, like, spaghetti monster, and you terrorize the people at the SCP Containment Center, or wherever the heck this is. So as you can see, you break out of the vat, and you, just go ahead here. This vent, admittedly, is a little bit hard to see. I had no idea what I was looking for there. First thing off the bat, though, that I notice is that the physics are, like, they're really, like, satisfying. It is just mostly point and click. So, I mean, you have this, like, if you hold shift, you do this, like, roar attack. Which I'm not sure is really an attack or, like, just to scare the humans away. You can just rip the gates off. It's all very satisfying, and you just clamber your way through. Now see, the problem that I think I may have here, and I don't know if it's going to be a problem. Oh, here's the first person we eat. Just right on the commode, dude. One of the problems I think we might have here is that my mouse is... Oh, I'm getting caught on this door. My mouse is kind of old, and kind of a piece of crap. And, you know, it's suffering from that end-of-life mouse decay where it starts right-clicking things and starts double-clicking when it's not meant to. Man, this game is just... It's just violent. It is just so viscerally, just like, all the little pixelated jibs going everywhere. It's very, I want to say, like, in a very physical sense. Aesthetically. Just the pixelated jibs, that's what I like. It's very Quake. Not that the game plays like Quake at all, absolutely not. Like I actually mentioned, it's a little bit more like a snake, because you do just grow bigger, and you just keep growing. Obviously, this draws like enormous inspiration from like 80s body horror movies, most particularly The Thing. But I would also look at other films from around the era, obviously, like The Fly and the Blob remake. All three of those are remakes. All three of those are films which I've never seen the originals of, but I have seen those films. And okay, well, maybe the 80s Blob remake's a little bit questionable. It's got Shawnee Smith in it from who would later appear in Saw. That's about all I remember from it. It's got some pretty good gore too. What is this? I haven't been in here yet. Man, okay, so this game looks, visually, it looks amazing. Just, like, the pixel art is just incredible. Spread biomass. Okay, so these are the save points. And you can do a little bit of Martian red weed there. And it opens up a big hole. And that's the entrance to the next level, I suppose? Or a place we can't go yet. I see it's got the universal exit sign there. Man, this is gonna be so weird. There's gonna be a day when the common exit sign that we've grown up with, that's not gonna be recognized anymore. It's gonna be kind of weird. Seals breached, 100%. Biomass samples lost, 50%. So is that me? Am I the 50%? Is there another 50% out there? Interesting. Could be foreshadowing for something. Gosh, oh, on the color palette too, just so desaturated, but not so desaturated that it's like totally devoid of color. Like this is very bluish, but you get sort of this warm yellow here. And this looks like Rey from Star Wars, but you know, I've said my thing on The Thing remake before. I've never seen The Thing from Another World. Which probably makes me a fake horror fan. Oh, look, just external environments too. Look at this, just spaghetti everywhere. The spaghetti tentacles, that's what really makes the Thing aesthetic, honestly. You just cling to ceilings. Oh, the crawling animation, just... I can just see already, like, so much love was put into this game. It's incredible to see stuff like this. Always feels like a treat. Sorry, my hand is itchy. Yeah, if I actually had to recommend of that like trilogy, even though they're like totally unrelated films, aside from the fact that that all three of them are remakes of 50s horror films, The Thing, The Fly, and The Blob from the 80s. I would probably like, okay, you gotta go with The Thing, because The Thing is like the classic. That's like indisputable, like probably considered like high art now, honestly. I don't think The Blob is ever going to be considered high art, but I mean, maybe. The Fly, I think, obviously comes next there. That one's just, I don't know, it's a little bit more of just a gross out movie. I mean, it gets a little bit kind of suspenseful and philosophical at times, but I think mostly what you're just there for is the gore. Whereas like in The Thing, it's like suspense, like that's the real, you know, you might come for the gore, but you stay for the suspense. And you know, the cast in that movie is really wonderful. You look at something like The Fly. I mean, you got Jeff Goldblum in there. I know he's sort of a critical darling. I know he's had some controversy, I think, in recent years, but I'm not really privy to the details. But as far as a film goes, like the Fly is pretty good. Ooh, look at that! Oh, look at that purple and blue. It's like it's the Cacodemon Cacodemon color scheme, just the straight up red and blue. Got some purple light going on too. It's awesome. Sometimes I think I've gone through the door when I haven't. Oh, there we go. I'm glad these puzzles aren't really like too difficult, because I'm not really in the brain space to be doing like annoying puzzles right now. Although I do wanna eat someone else. Order, shoot everything that moves and does not appear human. But is it just me? Also, where did I come from? This guy's got a gun. Oh, doesn't got a gun anymore. I just deadly spawned to that dude. I shouldn't be making references to films I haven't seen, only seen the VHS cover art of, but that's probably besides the point. But yeah, out of those three, then I would definitely, after that, go to The Blob, because I think the staying power to that is that it's more campy than those other two movies, and it's got the gore. It doesn't have, like, you know, the epic, as of yet, really unmatched levels of gore that The Thing has. Of which the film that really sort of comes close is The Fly. Although maybe something more like well, I guess if you go to something like Dead Alive, which I haven't actually seen, but the gore seems to be like more comical in that, more like an Evil Dead sort of. Also, stop eating me. Is that my health at the top bar? Oh, no. Oh no, is my health just my biomass? In which case, I really gotta eat this guy. That's better. Now I'm more of a full animal now. So this is an only up pipe. That's only an exit. Here's an exit. Oh, just the jangling of the chains when you go by. It's awesome. Okay, you kind of got to approach this like, oh gosh, wow, all right. They really like, they get you. Gotta be a little bit more careful. It's like you got to balance like the ease of movement with. Oh wow, that's. It's a little bit like a power trip, honestly. The feeling of being the monster. You know, I was actually a haunted house worker for a couple years, which makes me sound more qualified than I am, because a couple years means, you know, really 2 Halloweens. I worked as a haunted house worker, as one of the, like the monster creature dudes. Performer is probably the better word for it. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun to startle people, and you know, obviously, a consensual manner. Everyone who goes to a haunted house sort of expects that somebody's going to try to scare them. Although that does not stop them from trying to lash out at you. Some people, they go to the haunted houses like just for, I don't know, like to prove to their friends like how not scared they are. I guess that's obviously part of it. You really gotta like move here and like put yourself in position so that they can't shoot you at all. Yeah, get the rest from there. And save. Pretty frequent save points. I'm imagining those are gonna go away pretty soon. Well, not go away, but they'll be fewer and further in between. But I'm glad it doesn't have like such a massive difficulty spike. Like it really eases you in. This is the coziest, goriest game I've ever played. Maybe next to Doom. Doom's a pretty cozy game at times. What is this? What is it? Squeeze back in. DNA absorbed. Arachnoschisis. Shoot a cobweb to trap your victims or interact with objects. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. E. Oh, so E does that. Is there a limit? I can't really see. Okay, so it doesn't appear there's a limit or a charge or a cooldown on that. I had to move my speaker out of the way just to see the bottom corner of the screen. Oh. Oh, okay. That seems to work. So, and I mean, maybe I've mentioned it before on the stream. That, oh, what am I doing? You know, the whole haunted house worker thing. And, you know, don't be mean to haunted house workers. You know, they're just doing their job, and you know, you signed up to be scared, or at least, you know, startled. Maybe not given like an existential terror or anything like that, but you know, when the guy comes up behind you with a mask and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. You know, when someone comes up behind you with a mask and they go boo in your ear, like, you signed up for it, dude. Like, I don't know. Some people they get this sort of idea that they've gotta like show that they're not scared of the people in masks to their friends, and they think that it like makes them cool somehow. Oh, I didn't go in there and I didn't get the thing. Okay, so it does appear that it's a pretty linear game, at least right now. Intro of the game's fairly linear is what I mean. Alright. And whoop, right back up to there. Can you save again at the... Oh no, I can't go back down there. It's like, can you save again at those points? Hold on. Alright, get up in there. Shoot your goo, my dude. And back and around. Alright, so we gotta be careful with these here. We gotta go little solid snake. Can you bait them into shooting each other? That'd be admittedly pretty cool. I mean, like not like in real life, obviously, but oh no. Oh. They're actually pretty threatening. I wonder exactly how big you can get. I feel like maybe that's like almost like the thesis of the game. Like, well, not a thesis, but like the undercurrent of it is that you get bigger and bigger and bigger. A little bit like a Katamari, and by the end, you know, you're probably enormous. At least that's sort of a logical progression of things. Also glad I can kind of play it one-handed for a second there. While I Take a sip from my cranberry juice. Repeating this part's just a little bit annoying, but hopefully it's not that bad. Slink up around here, press E. Really whip the llama's ass and then come back around and back through the door. This is, I mean, like, the stealth here is just, it's a little bit of a fun puzzle. And, I mean, like, I don't really like stealth games, but... Oh, they see me. Alright, that seems to be a logical way to deal with them. They're still screaming when I was... Oh, it's the person below that's screaming. I'm like, they're not, like, in fear after they're already, like, dead, right? That'd be weird. I do like that you can knock them out with objects. I mean, it makes sense. I've been meaning actually to watch some more horror movies, and I say that like I don't primarily watch horror movies. It's just, you know, it's so hard to sort of force yourself to watch movies that you're not necessarily familiar with. Like, it's easy for me to, you know, throw on Hellraiser or throw on RoboCop because I've seen those movies like, you know, a dozen times, and, you know, The Thing included, you know. Sorry for such a gross noise, but that was pretty funny. Oh, just the level of violence, dude. Nasty. But there's, you know, there's movies. Oh, it unlocked 2 of them. Okay. There's movies that I can, you know, just throw on. Enjoy. Just throw on and enjoy them. Or just have them playing in the background, and they don't feel like sort of a time investment. Can't do anything with the elevator. Oh wait, it said press enter. Or left shift to echolocate nearby hive crevices. Okay. Alright. So I need to get the elevator out of the way, however I managed to do that. Probably something to do with this. No? I mean, no, I don't have a map or anything like that, so it's not like it's Metroidvania-y. At least not as of yet. But, you know, when it comes to, like other horror movies that it's like I'm not necessarily familiar with. Hold on, do I have to move this stuff off the elevator? Or no, I guess maybe just go back through here. I'm hearing screaming, and screaming means food. What? Okay. Well, I guess I didn't go down here, but now I have. I mean, there's stuff that I have on my to-watch list, but, you know, it almost feels like a risk to, like, oh no, what if I'm wasting my afternoon? It's telling me press left shift, and I forgot which button did the save thing. But, you know, that's probably part of the whole thing, you know. Why not take a risk and watch something you might not like? You know, who knows? It might be Hellraiser 4, Bloodline, the one in space. Alright, so that doesn't seem to work. Did I break something? Can't seem to grab that, so maybe I have to come back here later. Although that doesn't seem to really be... Oh! What's this? No, I was in here. I was already in here. Dude. crawling in my skin. Crawl down here. Now what do I do here? What do I do? There's like a green light here. But I can't do anything about it. Well, count this as the first time I'm genuinely confused. There was sort of a logical progression up to this point, and now I'm like, Oh, now it's gonna want me to save and retrieve biome. Oh. So that just like recharges me. Hey, I look a little bit like a face sometimes. Sometimes. Guess we have to take the long way around, right? Like this. Then up and through here. And then we were going down and down into the mines. But I don't know. I'm like exhausting my my options here, because all I know is how to do the web. I don't know how to get past that. Do I perhaps learn to burn something at some point? Learn to breathe fire, perhaps? The other thing is, like, this elevator. Like, I want to go down. How hard is that? Or is this... Oh, no, this is the end of it. Okay. It was that easy, I guess? Relith Science. Status secure. Military junkyard. Seals breached. 50%. Biomass samples lost. 100%. Okay. Oh, no, I guess... is this the victory screen? Hold on. No, have we been here before? No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, so these wooden things, we're gonna have to find a way how to get past these wooden things. That's just game logic, dude. That's gamerism. Which actually sounds like a form of discrimination, but I promise you it's not. Hold on. We can squeeze into the hole. And start up the master control program, I guess. And now we're in Hexagon Land. What is this? Oh, geez. What? We're in flashback mode? Use A and D to move. What? Oh boy. I guess that is what this is, right? W and S to climb ladders. Okay, this feels like another world, honestly, or like something like that. We got drones? We got drones, baby. We got drones. Just hold down shift. What is examine? Someone left raspberry jam on the floor. Antediluvian moss. Okay. I guess it really is like the red weed, isn't it? That's probably where they actually got the inspiration from, now that I think about it. Okay. Guess I wasn't being flippant. Okay, well, I'm glad you don't take, like, fall damage like that. Yeah, and they just put, you know, ladders all over the place. I wonder if there's, like, a plant C4. Unidentified species of tube effects worms. What, are you gonna... Okay, you are gonna blow it up. Okay. Well, I guess that was the correct choice then. Disorganized mass of bones and dry tissue. Tissue. So we gonna blow it or what? Oh, there's a plunger. Okay. I'll be honest, the little flashback here, like, this is sort of a little disconcerting. It feels a little disorganized, I guess. Especially because you're, like, still getting used to the raspberry jam creature. But we did what we had to do there. Is this the... yeah, that's the way we came. Just making sure. I didn't know if there were branching paths or anything like that in this game. There may still be, but I don't know, can't confirm. Might as well save the game again, I guess, and head back down here. Well, get out of here. I don't know what you're here for. I don't even think those things would have blocked our way, honestly. I think they're like semi-foreground objects. You know, semi-solid platforms. Hold on. Turn out the light. What is this? No, not the light. Oh, did we pull the switch already? I don't recognize this area. Okay, there's something down there that we need to burn our way through or something to get to. Okay, now I'm feeling Hollow Knight. Now I'm feeling the Metroidvania vibes. Okay, so we're back in the sewer. Or have we been here before? I don't think so. Unprotected mine shafts in this area. Well, good for us that we can cling to walls, right? Oh, we didn't go all the way through. That's gonna be a running theme. No, we've been here. We've been here. Oh, there we go. There's a little, like a little note there at the start of that little song bit. And I hear it, and for some reason my mind jumps to the Unicron theme from the 1986 Transformers film. I don't know. Uranium mines. I actually haven't seen that that 86 Transformers film probably in like 10 years. I'm not a huge Transformers fan. I am definitely like more of like an outsider to that franchise. I have friends who are into it, but you know, I've been exposed to it so much over my life that that I almost feel like I know it, but I have zero personal connection to it. If that makes sense. Because I've got friends who have like personal connections to it, and like that's great, and I understand that. But I can sort of empathize and picture how they must feel about it, and it must be like more or less how I feel about things like maybe Kirby or Doom. But you know, I was just never really into it, and I get a particular vibe from Transformers that I don't know, that there's something about it I still don't like, and I can't put my finger on it, but I do feel like I know at least a decent amount about it. You know, I've seen the G1 cartoon. I have seen the 86 Transformers film. I've seen all of the live-action Transformers movies. Yeah, you can't get through there either, dude. Let's eat them up. And, you know, I would say my opinion overall of everything, you know, weighting all that stuff together. Oh, and I've played some of, like, the video games. Like, I played a little bit of, like, War for Cybertron when that was a thing. Because I borrowed it from one of my friends, but I don't know, I couldn't get into it. That's just needlessly cruel. Just eat her, dude. Just little center legs flying everywhere and her green organs. You know, just my opinion of Transformers overall feels like it's pretty much like, I don't know, I think I don't like it, because I would say the majority of the stuff from it, like, there's things about it I like. But I would say the majority of the things of Transformers I've seen are things that I don't like. I'm pretty, like, meh on the 80s cartoon, mostly just because it's an 80s cartoon and there's only so much you can really do with that. Okay. Might be in for some trouble up here. We got like a SWAT guy. SWAT team, actually. Oh, he's got riot shield. Okay, so if any part of you gets shot, you get hurt. Okay. Makes some funny noises. Oh yeah, just imagine seeing that from the other guy's point of view. Just like the tentacles coming up and just grabbing his partner and eating it. I can't. Oh, you can't eat these guys. They're inedible. You can just kill them. But they don't let you regain biomass. Their armor is too thick, I guess. Unless they're like robots. They could be robots. None of them knew. That's a classy little Mr. Bungle reference for you. Just for you. You know who you are. I'm not speaking to anyone in particular, actually. Zephyria. Damage vent covers and wooden walls slash enemies. You do that when you hold E. Okay. I mean, beyond the 80s cartoon, you can look at the Transformers like the, oh man, we're huge now. The, hold on, I guess we gotta try it on this door here. Can you shuffle between them, or do we no longer have the string shot? Okay. And that shows us by like the color of our eyes, it looks like, because now we're yellow eyes. Okay. Oh, just like clustered in these little holes. Nothing special in there. Just more stuff for us to break. Okay. Yeah, the 86 Transformers movie is fine. It's it looks better than anything else, but it's not a particularly captivating story. I mean, I think it's been pointed out it's essentially very much like Star Wars, because that was popular. I don't think we can get through that stuff. No, concrete blocks are a no-no. But now we can access much more. Let's go through there, and I don't know, I didn't think there was anything. No real point to that, I guess. I think we can keep going this way? No, because there's nothing else for us here, right? No. Alright. I will admit, though, the 86 Transformers movie has some, you know, excellent little bits of animation, like, the opening bit where, like, Unicron is, like, destroying that planet, like, that's pretty good. The bit where, Megatron turns into Galvatron, like, that's pretty good. Fun little, supremely corny sort of 80s animation, but it's also kind of, like, really awesome. I don't see where I'm supposed to go here. Because I just get brought to places that, there's nowhere else for me to go. There's probably something I'm missing, though. And we're gonna find it. Guarantee. Missing in here, perhaps? Up and this way? There's lots of wood for us to break through, but to no real effect, I guess. Just keep going up. Oh yeah, I guess this is the way. There's a whole lot of these sort of crossroads though. Okay, now we're back here. Not sure if that's where we're... Yeah, it could be probably where we're meant to go. Might as well save. Okay. Oh, that did a thing. I guess. Now let me back through so I can go back the faster way. So I guess those points like that, those are pretty mandatory actually. Okay, uranium mines. And we can go back and forth, I guess? Like, we can go back to that other area. I guess. Alright. Oh boy. Whew. Let's see. He just fell over. Died of shock. No, you're the most imminent threat to me right now. Please don't shoot my butt. Alright. Into one of my many mouths. And back over here. Wrench that open. I wonder how long this game is. I feel compelled to keep talking about Transformers though, like, because those Michael Bay movies, like, honestly, that first one came out, I guess 13 years ago. I saw it when I was, well, I guess it would have been about 13 years old, right? I remember watching it, and I mean, I'm being like, yeah, it's a pretty good fun little action movie. Extraordinarily expensive. Effects look amazing for the most part. Oh yeah, I got him before he could do anything. Can I kill his partner with... Ooh, look at me. I think I gotta get him from behind. Oh wait, why do I have the string shot again? I don't know when that happened. Ugh. Okay, no, because we still have the ram ability here. Oh, is it when you reach certain sizes? Like when you get reduced back to the small one, you lose this ability. Nice knowing you, I guess. Here, come here. Well, just bisected just immediately. Okay, yeah, and I can think that that's like illustrated here at the top. So this is where we are now. When we get reduced down to the green, we got string shot. Having abilities based on your health seems a little weird. But I mean, we'll see. Could be good, could be bad. And you know, when I saw Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, I thought that thing was like amazing. It took me a while to get out of my like 15-year-old brain that, you know, that movie kind of sucks, but you know, honestly, go back to that movie now, probably not that bad considering the other Transformers movies that came after it. Ah, now I gotta bait you over here. You know how this game works. Gotta calm down. Gotta wait. It's a waiting game, dude. Let's go. Come on, let's tango. Come on, just walk over here. Alright, well, I mean, that works too. And then they clearly want you to do this here. You gotta be, like, hyper aware of, like, every single one of your tentacles, don't you? Okay, so now we're down to string shot. Which is, you know, actually kind of good for us, because now we can get rid of him and get rid of this person. Hello? Hey. They probably put these people here just for this. And then when you eat one more after this, do you turn yellow again? You do. You do. Okay, and then you can eat 2 halves of a person for a whole person. Interesting. And is that the entirety of the level? I feel like I was meant to get something else here. Oh yeah, we can go down this way. We ain't been here yet. Oh no, we have. This is the start of the level. Well, at least good thing for us to go back through to see if we missed anything, which I don't think we did. No, that's that. Well, what else is there for us to do here in the military junkyard? There's probably some wooden barriers we couldn't get through here. In fact, I almost guarantee it. Speaking of Transformers, put this on. Little Megatron helmet. You know how it is. Can you go through this hole? It almost looks like you can, but you can't. And that's sometimes a lesson that we all gotta learn. Sometimes you can't go through the hole. Ah, yes, because we had to go back down here, and then we can do this. And we can head into the Hollow Knight Crystal Peak. Alright, so we need to do something to get that thing operational, I guess. Get out of the way. Trying to juke me with putting a steel barrier over top of the thing. This feels like a shortcut. Or perhaps the intended route. Deposit biomass. What? What is this? Oh, you can, like, what? You can, like, leave part of yourself behind in the water. What? I don't get that mechanic. Is that to reduce yourself down to the string shot state? So you can do some, like, yeah, I guess that's what it's for. So we can go over here, and then we can do the string shot down, and then we can collect ourselves again. Grab and consume the cocoon to retrieve the biomass. Alright, alright. You know what? Mechanically sound. Mechanically makes sense now. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, if I'm being honest, the game is it's like more than okay. The game is actually really good. Although I do hope it gets a little bit more, like, rich, I guess. You know, that it starts to flesh itself out a little bit more, because I am liking it. I would hate if it got stagnant. Although I do see, you know, 2 other things in the corners of our screen there. So a couple other abilities we're yet to unlock. Alright. They can't get me through the door. But I can perhaps get the drop on them? Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. That seems to have worked. And then you can deposit your biomass here. Head over. Oh no, I imagine that was so you could do like a string shot there. But I guess we don't need to do that. Eat it. Yeah, I guess we don't need to do that because all we have to do is really like just go through here. And we got more of the deposit biomass. Or is that just the pink water? Might just be the pink water. Is there anything this way? No, we've been here. Yeah, because this was the thing we had to open. I mean, I hope this isn't like a short game, but I hope it's not like a super long game either, you know? Yeah, doing it one-handed, dude. Not very well, mind you. I'm glad that the skill ceiling also seems to be like relatively low. Like it's not, or at least doesn't appear to be like a difficult game to learn here. No, I didn't think we could get through there. Then why try it, you may ask, and you know, try it, you will see. Speaking of which, there's like a Green Eggs and Ham Netflix show, which oh, this probably hurts us, right? No, that's just the deposit biomass thing. Oh no, okay, so that hurts us? What? No. I don't know what that does. Oh, perhaps it depowers the laser? Or powers on the laser? Or... I don't know. That appears to have turned on the laser. Okay. Hold on. Bit of a mystery, that one. Might have to come back to that. I watched like the first like maybe 5 or 6 minutes of like that Green Eggs and Ham show, and I did not like it one bit. You know? Oh god, is this a boss? Okay, I guess we just have to charge it. Heavy combat music though. Is this another keep calm and carry on? We still doing that meme? No, you know about the Green Eggs and Ham show is like, I don't think that we should be making Dr. Seuss adaptations anymore. I mean, like that's, I don't want to say it goes without saying, but like I liked the Lorax, to be honest, like I did. I don't think it was quite there, and obviously, you know, people point out the hypocritical messaging in the campaign. Is it Skelly Man? Massive head trauma. They ate his brain. And, you know, Horton Hears a Who wasn't bad until they did the... God, what song did they sing at the end? They just had a musical number of like a song, but it wasn't like how in the Lorax, how that movie's a musical. It was just sort of out of nowhere, and it was I just can't fight this feeling anymore. You know that one. I don't know why they did it. I just guess that some executive figured, hey, you know, kids really like when there's like a musical number. I mean, I guess that's why like Sing got made. Wasn't it by the same people? Pretty sure what, like, doesn't Illumination do those? Like the lever is missing a rod. Well, Ah, Crunch. My name's Crunch. Well, I guess you can still move the camera around like this. Okay. Oh, but you can't open the doors. You can't open the doors. Into oblivion? There you go. Oh, now we're in the shit, dude. We're in the caverns. Picked up the lever rod. Need this to play the DK arcade game in Frantic Factory, dude. But that, I don't know, I don't like, there's some Dr. Seuss books that you can absolutely make films or like larger narratives out of. And I can see why they tried to pick, well, not why they tried to pick, but what they tried to do with Green Eggs and Ham. I just didn't find it like incredibly interesting from the get-go. Maybe it gets more interesting later, but you know, if it doesn't grab you from the start, then I don't particularly see a reason why to keep watching, you know? But I'm sure that there are some Dr. Seuss narratives you can absolutely adapt into a film. I think the Lorax did a pretty okay job of it. It's not how I would have done it, but I mean, they did do it. So, I mean, obviously, like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, classic one. Very easy to adapt into like a longer narrative. You can already flesh out that world, and that world's actually already pretty fairly fleshed out for like a Dr. Seuss book. Collect samples.
The perfect organism.
I don't know, dude. I don't really get a xenomorph vibe from this thing. Or perhaps it's like a hive mind, just a collection of tentacles. Anyway, we did our history lesson. Did our homework. Now we're swimming. Not that it really matters, because like the controls already are kind of like you swim, because you're always kind of suspended in the air, but that's fine. So it's not really a mechanical difference. You move a little bit slower and a little bit floatier. But it's not really like a stark mechanical difference, you know what I mean? What I dare them to do is, and this would be like incredibly hard to do in a sensitive manner. I'm not saying that Dr. Seuss was a particularly sensitive person when it came to these subjects, because, you know, quite frankly, he wasn't, and has like an awful track record for it. But the Sneetches, you know, I think that you can do probably some pretty interesting things there. Because, you know, whether I see it locks us out so we can't get our stuff back. Great, I'll grab my stuff. Just have to grab more stuff here, I guess. You know, as we're traveling through the Spelunky ruins, I guess. We can squeeze in through there. We can squeeze in through here. I guess we have to do both, and then we have to come out. And then we have to go through here, and then go through the hole. Seems pretty straightforward, actually. Yeah, you are my dinner, and you are also my dinner. Make sure to eat your green vegetables, kids. And once you eat all of them, you know, you'll become a big raspberry jam monster, just like me. I was hoping there'd be more of a diversion here, like guys with guns and like a room that we'd have to clear out with the guns, and then, you know, once that's done, then our challenge is over. You know, and that's how we get, you know, the charge back. I feel like that's more like it, but, you know, I mean, whatever works, it's fine. Don't see a problem with how they did it. Obviously, I'm not going to critique game design like that, because I'm not a game designer myself. Of course, not to say that you can't critique things. Can't critique game design if you're not a game designer. I mean, I'm not a filmmaker, and here I have been making fun of movies for the last, you know, 20 minutes. But like the Sneetches, that would be a really interesting one to do. I would not trust anyone other than like, well, let's put it simply, you know, I would not trust like a white guy to do the Sneetches. Yeah, because, you know, you could do some really interesting things about that narrative that aren't necessarily, I guess they're sort of implicit in the narrative, but they're not actually in there. You know, talking about, well, how capitalism will pit people against each other using sort of arbitrary characteristics, really. And I guess, you know, that is sort of what it's about. It's more just, the story sort of points out sort of the absurdity of racism, which again, you know, is of course ironic considering Dr. Seuss, you know, famously, you know, did some very racially charged cartoons. I was hoping to pull the floor out from under him. Dang. Which, I mean, of course you could say is the product of the time or whatever, but, you know, that doesn't necessarily make it right. You need to stop shooting the floor. I think I got what I needed out of you. That being nothing really at all. I don't think they refill your health. I think those guys are just, you just can't eat them. Kirby was wrong the whole time. If you can't beat them, you can't always eat them. Nope, absolutely not. I was keeping an eye on my my health bar that time. But yeah, you know, the Sneetches would be good. I was actually musing earlier on Twitter, as one does, they muse on Twitter, about how I think there are some Dr. Seuss books, particularly like Thidwick, the Big-Hearted Moose, that are just like blatantly evil. I could do. I'll become a bread tuber and I'll do a video on it. Someone probably has already done it, you know, honestly. Every good YouTube video has already been done. I'm gonna actually search that up right this instant. Did somebody do an analysis of it? No one's really done it. Not that I can see. It just seems to be like people who've read the book. Because I've been thinking about doing... I'm sure people have written papers, though. I mean, the book came out in, like, the 1940s, so... I'm sure someone's really talked about that. But there's a lot of really nasty stuff in that book. In terms of just the overall theming. I commented to a lesser extent, obviously, other beloved children's book, unrelated to Dr. Seuss, but similar sort of moral. If you give a mouse a cookie. Don't like that one. I think there's some bad lessons you're teaching to kids in books. Oh my god, I'm on fire. I'm on fire, dude. Like Van Halen said. Holy cow. I didn't think, oh my god, he's really, man. It's like Kurt Russell up in here. I promise that's the last time I'm gonna reference this, the thing. That's, it's not gonna be. Gosh, how do you take care of this guy? Okay, well, I guess I can string shot him. Now that it's easy for me to do so, but I can't get through there, so I'm gonna have to eat you. And you. What if we don't have enough to become big again? Okay. I was just saying, what if we didn't and we couldn't get through here? That would have been a problem. Oh, here comes the box. Or what's left of it, anyway. I need to do that. Open. No, that's not the one I wanted you to open. Come on, dude. Oh, no, that one opened as well. Alright, glad to see there's, like, universal passcodes here. Okay, so the best way to take those things down, or perhaps the only way to take them down, is by charging at them. There's another one loose in here, isn't there? Several of them. Alright. This is actually a little scary, a little bit dicey, a little bit ropey. Hold on here. So we're down to string shot. Alright, okay, wow. Need to save and regain your biomass. I know I'm sort of just throwing myself at the wall here. Just because, oh my gosh. The combat in here, like, you don't have to really, like, combat enemies too often, but when you do, it's like... It's sort of chaos, and I kind of like it. Because there's no real, like, sort of defined strategy other than, like, just do your best, get behind them, just overwhelm them. And being chaos and acting as chaos is very much a tool here. I am on fire. I am looking for health. I don't see any health. I think we can just go back here and yeah, we're good after that. So this could be difficult. Just don't get burned. Oh, there's a little water hole here. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but okay, back in the water. Up. No, they're still torching around like this, and okay. That's just straight up not working. Okay, oh gosh. Alright. Oh, this is so scary. Did you hear him? He's like drowning. I could have sworn I heard him like scream and then like gurgle. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back and refuel. Get bigger. Sorry, my hand was a little itchy there. And then we can head back up. Man, no, this game's fun. This game's good. Listen, you can just make any game, just like give it like a dark aesthetic, something really gross and nasty, and I'll probably play it, you know. Give me the Binding of Isaac. I've been looking at that Blasphemous game. I bought it as well, literally just now. And by just now, I mean about an hour and 15 minutes ago when I purchased this game. I see. Is that perhaps not what we wanted to do? No, that's definitely something that was intentional. All right, let's go this way. That was a little funny. Alright, that seems to have worked. Oh god, oh god. I didn't realize how vulnerable we were there. Ooh. Roasted and toasted. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely intentional, that thing being there. It's like impossible to avoid, and I don't even know what it does. Yeah, you gotta come this way. So that I can perhaps drop the door on you, and this time I can get you first. Keep crawling along the ceiling. Ignore that thing. Oh no, I guess you can't really. Let's take the door with us. I mean, we landed on him and crushed him with like the sheer force of our body. I guess we could have come through that way as well. What's gonna be the point of like these panels? I still don't know if I fully understand them. Okay. So we just perhaps head back and see where we're going from there. So it appears to me that these panels, at least in some part, disable the security systems? Or no, I don't think I understand. Because it feels like there was one earlier just to teach us something. So I need to do something to, like, turn the dang thing off. It's also got a deposit biomass thing here, so I don't quite know. All I know is if I do that, that shuts. Okay, so now we're in the puzzle territory, huh? Huh. You can't just let me play a game and turn my brain off? Nope, this is not the intended route. Alright. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm a smart fellow. At least I like to think so, sometimes. No, that doesn't seem to do anything. I am at a loss here. Do I perhaps have to deposit my biomass? I really don't know what that's for. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to see, like, if there's anything else that we can do. Well, I'm smaller now. I can string shot? Okay. That appears to have worked. Alright, and then we have to go through here, I guess. Okay, so we got another power up here. I thought before you just had to hold on to it, you didn't have to shake it, but... This is photokinesis. Bend light to create an invisibility cloak. Requires energy to use. So if we hold Q, we can go total, like, predator mode. Does it recharge on its own, or... No, is that what these are for? That's what that's for. Okay. See, now I understand. I thought those had something to do with the security system, but no, it's... They're just, invisibility recharges, rather. So now, we can do that. It'll take some time to master, I suppose, but... all in due time. All right. Is there a functional way for us to get out of here? That just spits us out here, dude. Get a little bit of electricity from there. Go up. Oh, no. Okay. You can't use your tentacles while you're in predator mode. Do we have to string shot that again? Or what's the deal? Can we yeah, we can throw, okay, so we can throw the switch like that. Didn't realize you could do it in reverse, but now we know. Let's retrieve that biomass and continue on. How much bigger in Meteor do you think we can get? Do you think this is the biggest it gets? And that it's like a Super Mario deal. You know, you got Super Mario and you got regular Mario. Ah, I didn't engage it in time. The timing's gotta be nice. Go back over here. Flip the switch. Like that meme. Remember memes? I remember memes. Oh, you can't do it while you're big. That's why. Oh. I see. I see. All right. Suddenly I see. I've also got a Discord message. From whomst? Oh, it's just an at everyone in one of my servers I'm in. Which I would love if, you know, that stopped being a thing and it would never be a thing ever again. But also I'm kind of a hypocrite because I leave, like I could just like mute the notifications for it, but trying to do it in one fluid move. This is gonna be pretty fun to watch people speedrun. Are they doing this at SGDQ? Can't imagine people have been practiced at it, so I'm gonna guess a no. I am actually looking forward to SGDQ. The lineup this year looks really nice. No DK64. A little bit sad about that, but I suppose DK64 has been done quite a number of times. It's just one of my favorite speedrun games to watch. Oh, look at this guy. He's just pacing back and forth. Or girl, or any other gender. Oh gosh. How do you suppose we deal with that? Can I just do this indefinitely? Okay, no, I can't regain any more biomass than I had when I saved. Entirely fair. Oof. That's just like it's a three-pronged attack. You got the civilian there, or like the lab worker, plus you got the SWAT guy, and then you got the flamethrower guy beneath you. It's deceptive. Okay. I was like, can you go invisible and then they won't see you? I feel like that's probably the thing you want to do. Okay, so the pink deposit biomass water does in fact allow you to do that, to extinguish your flames. Alright, no, you gotta go this way. Up, up. Extinguish. Alright. Honestly, I almost prefer string shot just because, like, strategic. Oh no. I bungled it. Don't light me on fire. Dang. That fire actually looks like it looks pretty good. Alright. You're not gonna make me turn invisible, right? Alright, that works. You can't get any food out of him either. It's a pity. But I guess it's fine. I mean, we got through the room. Does this have, people in it? It sure does. It's got a nice recharge station, too. Laser scanner in use. Do not stare into the beam. Did you know, like, I don't think we have to deposit the biomass. I think we're fine. It's like when you have to intentionally take damage in a Mario Maker stage. Did you know, like, it's illegal and usually, like, a really, really serious crime to, like, point a laser pointer at a helicopter? Because it's a focus beam of light, right? So it can like get in like the pilot's eyes, and it can like obscure their vision and cause them to potentially crash. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, right? But yeah, I remember like as a kid hearing that and being like, what? Why? That doesn't make sense. But like, you know, of course, logical reasons. Helicopter crashes are pretty devastating events, so makes sense. Use your common sense. Don't point laser pointers at aircraft, or it's, you know, anybody who's driving like a vehicle, for that matter. Actually, don't point laser pointers in the eyes of like other people, because it's, I mean, it's probably pretty bad unless you're, you know, trying to hurt them, I guess. At that point, you're just kind of using it as a weapon. But you gotta recognize the dangers of laser pointers. That's why they put the little warnings on them. Like, do not... Like, do not stare directly into the beam. It'd be like staring into the sun. Probably not the equivalent, but... I mean, they say don't look directly at the eclipse. You know, when an eclipse happens, you hear that all the time. Don't look directly at the eclipse. And it's like, that should be like pretty obvious. Like, there's no like specific like extenuating circumstances about an eclipse, I don't think. It's just more or less the common sense of don't look directly at the sun. Which, I mean, like, if you explained it to people that way, then I think people would be less likely to, like, look directly at it, you know? Hold on, why are we back here? What is there for us to do here? I did this. I guess we're going this way? I'm just calling out to my brethren here, looking for some guidance. I don't have a waypoint, dude. But it does look like we're definitely in like Metroidvania territory at this point, but without a map. Can we download one into our icky worm brain? I've never actually seen an eclipse, to be honest. I know there's been like a partial solar one, I think, but like I haven't seen it. I think like the last time there was like a total solar eclipse here was like, must have been like the 80s or something, I think. Just because I know I was looking through like my parents' yearbooks, and they had like pages about like the eclipse. You know, we made our little reflection boxes so that we could observe the eclipse. Which you're not really like observing the eclipse. You're looking at like a little ghost image, almost like a camera obscura, right? Which I guess is not like a ghost image, but it's like a projection, almost. Or quite literally a projection. Alright. So we appear to be in a zone. We can't, oh, no, we can go through here. I ain't never seen this zone before. Or maybe I have. No, is this the swimming area that we were in before? I think it is. But was there anything else for us to do? I don't really recognize this spot, this space. Ah, okay, yes, I see, because I gotta do that. So the first step to this, though, is I have to deposit my biomass, which is what I'll do. And then I have to go down here, flip the switch, go up, predator mode, and then enter the hole. Makes a lot of sense. Actually, you know, this game's not too difficult. It's got some challenging bits, but you know, it's all bits. It's all big wormy bits. Leviathan Reef Base. Are we getting into some lore, perhaps? We're in the shiny water, and in the shiny water, you can't really see where you are too well. Got some different music, too. I like the music. I mean, it very much works, but I almost kind of wish that it had some more like classic horror, like some strings, you know, a little bit like psycho strings or something like that. Alternatively, you could go definitely with sort of the more predictable route, I guess. Having that like Ennio Morricone slash Alan Howarth slash John Carpenter stuff that, I don't know, whoever did The Thing. Dunk dunk. Dunk dunk. Wow, wow, wow. Dunk dunk. I'd love that, actually. I almost feel like doing that. Like, I should play this game listening to the Thing soundtrack. It's, oh my gosh, like the music in that movie is so foreboding. I know the music was a little bit complicated though, which is why it's got like 3 different composers attached, I think. Like, I gotta actually look that up. The Thing OST. Hold on, how about I just bring up the Wikipedia page for this? So we're going to take a look here. It was described as instant junk, a wretched excess, and proposed as the most hated film of all time by film magazine Ciné Fantastique. Hold on, let's see where the music is. So Ennio Morricone. I don't know. See, that's the thing about the E's at the end of last names. I have one myself. You pronounce it in my name, except it's not pronounced as an E, it's pronounced as an A in my name, like A. So that's why I always get thrown off by the E's. Is it a silent E? I don't know. Composed the film score as Carpenter wanted the Thing to have a European musical approach. Carpenter friend and longtime collaborator Alan Howarth separately developed some synth-styled pieces used from the film. It's blended together so well, though. But yeah, I don't think... Did Carpenter actually do anything? No, I don't think Carpenter did anything. He just sort of picked. If you haven't heard, like John Carpenter's music, like outside of his film scores, there's a whole whole couple of albums called Lost Themes that he did with it's him and his son, I think. And I mean, that stuff's it's just awesome, actually. Look up John Carpenter, Windy Death. It's one of my favorite tracks by him. Gosh, I mentioned it now and I got it stuck in my head. It's so good. Would love some like John Carpenter style music. Nothing against the nothing against the composer here. And by John Carpenter style music, I don't necessarily just mean John Carpenter himself as a composer, but you know, the other stuff in his films as well. Hold on. No, we don't got the we don't got enough. We don't got enough to break through the thing there. All right. Is there any other food we got? I'm hungry. Oh no, we can eat the rest of our biomass. Man, if this wasn't here, we'd be in trouble. Come on, just get around the corner and eat it. No, grab this. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. Really? Not a. You have to do that to break that. Then you have to go back. You have to deposit your biomass and then come back out. Not a big fan of that. Hold on. Does this? Oh no. That just lifts the door. That switch. Because now you gotta do this. And then you gotta eat some people. And it's okay if you leave the rest of your friends behind, I guess. You do get a little bit of like the sort of deep, like sort of scare bass there, the dunk dunk. Except it sounds a little bit more like the Jaws theme there. There's another movie I haven't watched in a long time. I last watched Jaws probably when I was about like 13, 14 years old. Spread a lot of bad misconceptions about sharks. But I remember it being a pretty good movie. You know, everyone's, you know, every like 80s horror fan, even though it's a 70s movie, but like every 80s horror fan knows Jaws pretty well. You know, they've always got like the Jaws posters. I've got a friend with a Jaws poster. But you know, maybe I'm a different kind of person, you know, in terms of my tastes. To me, it's like I was always looking for like horror movies that like I enjoy, and like there's two sort of variations of horror movies that I'm like into. I'm into sort of like well, I guess three. I do like the campy horror, but I feel like it's got to have like at least some sort of like fantastical element to it. So I mean, Evil Dead, like I like Evil Dead, but it's not quite there for me. You know what I mean? Put that fire out, dude. Put it out. I guess I could use the water there too, but that's an instant heal. Like I like Evil Dead. It's not quite there for me yet. In terms of hitting the right spot. I guess Army of Darkness is a little bit closer in a different way. And by Evil Dead, I mean Evil Dead 1 and 2. Not Army of Darkness and not the remake. Although the remake I did like, but again, not quite there for like the right reasons. I do like a certain level of like camp at times, but then I also like stuff that's just like legitimately like I'm looking for movies that are gonna scare me. And there's actually very few that do. I want to say like the scariest movie. Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by scary, because like, I mean, everyone has a different definition of scary, obviously. You know, there's movies that I saw when I was younger that, like, still, like, I can feel them when I think about them. You know, The Shining and The Exorcist are two, and I mean, those are the ones people always sort of point to. Just absolute dread watching The Shining, not because it's like I'm scared of watching it or anything like that, but like the feeling of absolute dread in The Shining is just, that's one thing. The Exorcist has it too, probably to a lesser extent. I feel like The Exorcist appeals to very specific sort of, let's say, religious sensibilities, which I just don't share. Oh, look at this. There we go. Defeat the enemy to open the door. This is how it works, you know, in real life too. But you know, I wouldn't say like The Shining or The Exorcist really scared me. I guess like you can really feel they're very atmospheric, and you can really recall their atmospheres pretty easily. But you can't really explain it to people. You know what I mean? Oh gosh, it's gonna shoot me. Well, let me eat you. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I was scratching my stomach. I'm not in a very good place here. Oh, yikes. I have to beat the... No, I don't have to beat the robot again. Thank God. The first movie I can remember, like, really, like, genuinely, like, scaring me was The Ring. And, of course, I mean the Gore Verbinski remake. I have not actually seen the Japanese original. Man, they put these characters right in... These enemies, right in the nastiest places. Run all you like, dude. I will eat you, and I will get away from the guard that's shooting me. Alright. Different plan of attack. Go this way. Try to wait for him to turn his shield off and or go away. There we go. And you know, I don't know why, like, say, The Ring frightened me the way that it did. Maybe with the combined fact that I was like 12 when I saw it. I guess the first movie that like scared me, I guess I'd put that on like Poltergeist or Gremlins or something like that. But like, I mean, like deeply viscerally upset me was The Ring. And I guess maybe it's just like first experience of like genuine terror watching a movie. Like it's a pretty intense movie. Hydrophilia, morph into a swarm of worms. Pass through tight spots. Oh, like between the Super Mario 3 concrete blocks up there. All right, just a second here. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. And you know what? I may have muted my microphone like the entire time I was talking. What I was gonna say, and what I did say, was talking about Sinister being like the next scariest movie that I saw, and I probably would have been like maybe about 18 by then. And that movie still like viscerally frightens me. There's still something about it, man. And it's got a lot of DNA with The Ring. I think actually, like, screenwriter C. Robert Cargill, I think he actually like wrote it after he had a nightmare, or was inspired to write it after he had a nightmare about oh man, oh gosh, a nightmare about The Ring. And in many ways, it has a lot of the same sort of DNA, you know, these cursed videotapes, except they're cursed Super 8 films instead. So it's very, very clearly inspired by it. And I actually like it quite a bit. Like, Sinister is like a good horror movie. There's things that I don't like about it. I think it gives up the ghost a little too quickly. Is that the right usage of that term? Give up the ghost. Give up the ghost meaning. A group of words or phrases has a figurative meaning that's not easily deduced from its literal meaning. What? Just give me the damn definition. Give up the ghost means to expire or die, or in the case of a mechanical object, to stop working. Okay, so I've not used that correctly. I mean, like, it gave up, sort of give the ghost in a literal way, you know? I guess, which is what I probably approximated that phrase to mean. The idea of, like, the monster is revealed, like, too early. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, or what's left for me to do here. But I will save and retrieve my biomass. Because this is just going to make me do all that all over again, and I don't... Nope. I don't need to do that. Just being like a sticky worm in the sewers. Just nasty. No, we fought the beast. We go down here. That's exit. What's this way? Did I pull it? I must have pulled that switch already. Yeah, so do we... I guess we do have to exit? There's a little green light that we haven't gotten there yet. So we're potentially still missing something there. Maybe, or no? Guess that's what we were missing. You just didn't pull the switch. We can go through here. Alright, we got hazmat suits. Okay, so there's nothing interesting about you. You're just, like, regular enemy. Or, regular meal. Sweet, tasty, yellow rubber ducky suits. The thing that I think definitely makes Sinister less effective is the jump scares. There's one effective one in the entire movie that works really, really well, and like if I had my way, I would keep that one, and then I would not keep any of the other ones. There's one actually, like a stinger right before the credits. Oh gosh. Okay, this guy's indestructible, like the Matthew Good Band song. Yeah, it looks like that. Okay. That's fine. There's there's a sequence in the middle of Sinister where Ethan Hawke's character, whose name I can't... Ellison, I think his character's name is. He's walking around like his house at night, and there's like ghost children. Like there's a story reason for this, why there's ghost children, but like they're like following him. Oh, I like this. Look at this. It's like diagonal boxes. And yeah, so there's like a legitimate reason for it. I'm just a single spaghetti. Just a single strand of spaghetti, dude. But I feel like it's not... I feel like it just gives away too much. And it's... Oh gosh, no. Oh, so we have to do that because we have to come here when we're big. All right. We can't go through there. All right. And so there's a... I was trying to describe the movie to my friend, and he was like, oh, well, you know, the thing that's not interesting to me was this scene where, like, Ethan Hawke's character is going through the house, and he's going through it real slow and really quiet, and the ghosts are right behind him the whole time. And one of them gets up, like, right up close to his ear, and that's really scary. And I'm like, that's actually, like, the least effective part of the movie, purely on the basis of the fact that it literally gives it away and makes it like less scary, because it gives too much information. Because up to that point, it doesn't really feel like right, hold on, what? Wet dry world, dude. It doesn't really feel like you know the whole truth. And I think that moment just gives it away too much. The ultimate reveal, I think that they just give away too much. And I don't really want to, like, spoil it, per se. But, you know, the central plot of the movie revolves around a child eating demon, like Mesopotamian demigod, supposedly, as explained by Vincent D'Onofrio, and silly little exposition scenes that don't necessarily need to be in the movie, but are in there anyway, because the movie gives away a little too much. And what am I supposed to do here? Like, because I gotta keep that up there. But I can't get through here, can I? No. What else is there for me to do? I could deposit my biomass. Not quite sure what that would help me accomplish in this situation, but because I can't do anything extra like this. Oh, you know what? Okay, we're gonna try this. Like that, all right. Hey, but we figured it out. That's okay. Wasn't too bad. No, don't deposit biomass again. Now I'm just a big dude. But yeah, Sinister was very, very frightening. And I think with some edits you can make that movie like much scarier than it already is. And probably just overall just a better film. I would cut out a lot of that stuff where he's walking around the house at night. Like, straight up, like, the movie does not need it. I would absolutely cut it right before, because the movie has such a great ending shot. It's just an ending shot of like the box of Super 8 films, and then it spoils it by having the monster come into frame and like do a silly jump scare. And if you cut it right before that, the ending works so much better. It's like you got it like right next to exactly where it needed to be. You just need to do a little bit more trimming. Oh, we got more of these gonk droids. Okay. What do I do? Do I have to unleash them? This just, I don't know what this is for. I can go this way. That's okay. And then the next scariest movie I would say after that. And listen, while I'm criticizing these stories like for lacking subtlety, I guess, or just going a little bit overboard, I'm fully aware that my own writing absolutely goes 100% overboard. But I feel like, at least with the stories that I try to write, like they're not trying to be like legitimately scary. They're more supposed to be like corny scary. And if you're going for corny scary, I think you can totally go overboard. You know, throw those ghosts and goblins and ghouls in there. But if you're trying to do like a very, very sort of serious, scary movie that's actually supposed to like genuinely frighten people, I think the lenience for that is a little bit less. Hold on. So hold on, no, that did not do what I expected it to do. I'm a little bit lost. I actually wasn't paying as much attention. Was it this way? But the next scariest movie I would say that I saw was probably not for another several years until I saw Hereditary. And I know everyone talks about Hereditary like, you know, ooh, you know, it's Hereditary. You know, you gotta respect it. But you know, like for real, Hereditary is no joke. This guy's no joke. Jeez. Hereditary is like, I would say genuinely the most upsetting movie I've ever seen in my life. Which, you know, maybe I just don't watch as many upsetting movies as maybe I should, but like I definitely oh no, hold on, we just came back from there. What am I doing? Oh no, we have to do the no, we don't have to do the string shot puzzle again. Do we? What? No, don't tell me. Because we came through there. Yeah, we have to do it again. Oh, dang. Dang. Yeah, I don't tend to watch like super upsetting movies. I don't want to say for like obvious reasons, but like, you know, I don't always like feeling bummed out. I prefer to be like scared than bummed out. And those are like different emotions for me. But they do tend to come hand in hand at times. So like, well, I think Hereditary is probably more upsetting than scary. It's definitely scary on like sort of like an existential level, on like a human experience level. And I know it didn't really resonate with certain people, and you know, that's fine, that's understandable, I get it. But you know, I actually had to like, I had to turn the, get back down there. I had to turn the movie off. Oh gosh, alright. Well, I didn't have to turn it off, I had to pause it, and I had to take a break in the middle when that scene happens. You know where it is. You did, it was silent for like a minute. Playing spaghetti. Yes, I'm playing spaghetti. Sorry, I actually didn't notice that you were in chat. Hello. This is the problem with my chat window being all the way over there. I promise to have a better setup when I move. But like I'd be up for like watching Hereditary again, but I don't. I don't know. Like more from like a storytelling analysis point of view. Like I'd like to analyze a little bit more of like how the story is constructed. You know, how it effectively accomplishes its scares. And since then, I haven't really seen any movies that like really scared me. That was like the last one. I've heard good things, like good scary things about Midsummer, which is of course Ari Aster's next movie. After he did Hereditary. He does seem like a very interesting filmmaker. I watched and listened to a couple different interviews that he did after Hereditary, and he was talking about the different influences that went into it. And while I don't think like some of the movies that he talked about, I don't think are ones that I'd be interested in seeing. It's interesting to how he pulled a lot from like non-horror stuff. Which I think definitely probably helped get away from a lot of the horror tropes, which work when you're making like campy horror, but you know, obviously they're a little bit more of a detriment if you're trying to like legitimately scare an audience. There have been like other horror movies that I think were like maybe not particularly scary, but still very effective that I've seen in oh gosh, we're gonna have to do the freaking puzzle again, dude. In recent years, one I'd very highly recommend is The Endless, I believe it's called. It's about a couple of brothers that go to a back to the UFO cult that they grew up in and encounter some very strange things that occur that are maybe a little bit like how they remember it, but maybe not quite, and they get more to the bottom of it. That one's not really scary. It's just more of just very interesting. It's a little bit more on like the sci-fi thriller or a sci-fi drama edge, I guess. It's an independently made one. It's a successor to a film called Resolution. And I suppose if you've seen Resolution, which I haven't, but I suppose if you've seen it, it probably spoils the big sort of twists in The Endless. Which is, you know, it's a very interesting thing when it happens. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, super effective movie. For, you know, especially being like sort of a low budget independent movie too, which it does look like that at times, and that's fine. I do actually still need to see Resolution though, but I know that The Endless, at least it's on Canadian Netflix, or it was. So yeah, check that one out. Another one, Netflix, The Ritual. People were talking about that one a lot a couple of years back when it came out. And yes, it's extremely good. I think I may just have to, maybe not. Trying to think of a good opportunity there to get out of there. And then I'll yank that, and then that opens up the doors over here. I think if I can, I would like to get out of here and then get back to the start, or back to the save checkpoint, and save so I don't have to do the spaghetti bit again. And I think, oh no, because it spits me out here. Oh, does this go where I want it to? This guy's just defending the poor person on the toilet here who I have now killed with the door. But here's a save point. Alright. Goopy. Spooky, scary spaghetti tins. I think I have some others on like my mental list. I say mental list, but I probably have like a literal list on my phone. Let me just check. I think I absolutely do. I think I have a couple of them that I just haven't actually like looked at. Just scrolling down through my notes, half of them are like reminders, like, hey, remember to do this, remember to pack this. But I thought I had a I have a list of like Blu-rays that I have been meaning to get, but that's not it. Oh, I need to watch Get Out and Us. The Jordan Peele movies. The Jordan Peele movies. Which I haven't seen. I know they're a little bit more on like the satirical edge of things, and so I feel like I would probably really like them. But, you know, I don't know. I'll have to see. I've heard very good things about them. I can't say that... Like, obviously, like, I know what they're about. I can't say I've been, like, too interested based on, like, premise and stuff alone. Because, you know, one of them, you know, Get Out is a little bit, like, sort of psychological. I don't want to say, like, Body Snatchers-ish, but, you know, kind of Body Snatchers-ish. A little bit, like, more, like, Twilight Zone, 60s horror, 60s, 70s horror flavor. And, I don't know, that's not necessarily my thing. And, same thing with Us, which is, you know, a doppelganger thing. And the concept of doppelgangers hasn't ever really, like, frightened me. Oh my gosh, these guys are just decimating me. Obviously, I know, like, you know, there's satirical movies that deal heavily with race, right? So that I get, and I totally understand that, and that's actually what makes them appealing to me, because I want to see, you know, what they have to say. But the genre type, the genre setting, I guess, the type of story is not necessarily the most appealing, I guess, in the matter that they framed them, but you know, everyone talks about them, so I suppose I should definitely watch them. Okay, combating these guys here is just, oh, that's difficult, man. And now my nose is running, which is, like, not something that happens too often lately. I haven't actually been sick in a while, and that's probably a good thing. Hey, masks work, turns out, you know. I'm glad we don't have to do that spaghetti puzzle again, though. Can I throw the people into... I guess probably. It's like, can you throw the people into the guys here? Probably, but I don't know. It might be too heavy. I'm always open to, like, hearing about, like, horror movies and stuff that are, like, either they're, like, campy, fun horror movies, I guess. Or ones that are like, okay, no, this is legitimately gonna scare you. Like, you know, one of those two. But it's not always universal. Sometimes things that are just like deliberately campy, kind of go past the fun territory and start going into like sort of the snarky, annoying territory. Can't say I'm a fan of that. I don't like Zombieland, for instance. Actually, I really, really dislike Zombieland. I think it's like sort of the exact type of like horror snark that I don't like. I was trying to grab that guy from behind, but I grabbed the office chair instead. I guess that's part of the horror. Let me just grab that cabinet. I grab this one and I throw it at you. Oh gosh. It's these two up here that they just suck. Can I go back and then recharge and was it this way? No. This way? Yeah, that's about right. Hopefully it doesn't like reload the enemies in the meantime. This part's actually proving to be a little bit of a challenge, not gonna lie. Oh no, this was the other one. Okay, it was right there. This whole time. Okay, now I have the power, dude. Yeah, they got me good, actually. Man, fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic goop. Alright, I think we tactically took him out pretty good there. Pretty nice. Is there anything in here? Super Meat Boy Salt Factory? Alright. No, this area, like complete with the, you know, you're playing as a meat monster. It does remind me very much of Super Meat Boy. Oh gosh. What is this area for? Oh, I guess you'd come up here and then you can go through the vents here and then you could get the drop on them. I guess that's one of the potential strats. You mean, no, I need the health. I need the health. Why would you come down here? You know I'm gonna get you. No, I need his legs. I need his legs. I'm hungry. Come on, come here. Things I don't want to stand over where they might be able to get me for like too long. Oh gosh. Okay. And make sure they're dead. This guy still lives? Yeah, okay. They're dead now though, which is the important part. Now I can't get through there because I don't have the biomass. Can I just go back and reacquire my meat? Thank God. Good stuff. Good stuff. Up and around. And holy cow, it's actually getting pretty late and I've been playing this for 2 hours. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. This hasn't felt like that long at all. I guess maybe that's the mark of a good game, is when it really does pass the time. So we're actually going to save there. If you stopped by, thank you for watching. I'm going to sign out for now and maybe be back tomorrow and play some, or I guess later today, and play some more Carrion. I really do enjoy this game. If you've liked it so far, like what you've seen, you know, you can check it out on Steam. I think it's only about $20-ish. It's fun, and if you're watching the YouTube video, the link to the Steam page will be in the description. But for right now, all of my social media links will be down below. You can check that out. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. And that's about it. So I will see you next time in the world of slime.